I mean, job search is already hard, finding jobs is already hard, and someone is wondering, is there another hidden job market? Are there other jobs that exist apart from the jobs that we see on the job boards, on social media platforms, or on different company websites? The answer is yes. There are jobs that exist that do not get to the public eye. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. If you're here for the first time, my name is Nelly, and if you're a returning viewer, thank you for coming back, and I hope my content or you've been really able to get value from this channel. So if you're here for the first time, on this channel I share content on professional and personal growth topics just to help my viewers improve the quality of their professional life by sharing job search strategy. Especially if you're looking for a job, you are in the right place, because I share strategies of how you can make your job search process better, and also how you can position yourself for those jobs that you really desire. So in today's video, I want to share with you tips, or I want to speak about how you can navigate the hidden job market. I know if you're hearing this word for the first time, you're probably wondering, is there a hidden market? I mean, job search is already hard, finding jobs is already hard, and someone is wondering, is there another hidden job market? Are there other jobs that exist apart from the jobs that we see on the job boards, on social media platforms, or on different company websites? The answer is yes. There are jobs that exist that do not get to the public eye. So what is a hidden job market? So the hidden job market consists of those jobs that employers choose not to advertise. So these are the jobs you're not going to see anywhere on social media. You're not going to see them anywhere on the company's website. You'll not see them anywhere on even you're not going to see them anywhere even with the recruitment firms or on the job boards. So these jobs exist within the company, but they are not advertised. You're probably wondering, why would a company or an employer have jobs and fail to advertise? Then how then do they expect to receive applications? So that's where we are getting to. Why then does the hidden job market exist? There are so many reasons why an employer would have jobs or will choose not to advertise a job. One of them will be a secret hiring. And why secret hiring? Or due to privacy reasons. One of the things that could make one of the things that could make an employer have secrets or hold a job as a secret is maybe if they are opening an outlet or opening new branches, but they still don't want to take it public, but of course they need people. Another reason they can keep it private is when it is a discreet hiring, and this happens when probably the person who is being replaced is still within the company and the employer do not want them to know, of course for internal reasons. Another reason could be the budget. Sometimes depending on the job, sometimes putting those jobs on a proper job board could be expensive. Another reason is when they're considering to hire internally. Those job opportunities that are preserved for internal candidates, an employer will probably choose not to advertise that job and source internally. And at what you're asking yourself, maybe at what point then that will become an opportunity for you to tap into? So sometimes an employer will keep a job for an internal, maybe prospecting to get an internal hire, and maybe they fail to identify someone who can be a good fit for that job internally. So then at that point, that becomes an opportunity. There's a saying that goes that opportunities are available if you know where to find them. So that then become an opportunity that you can tap into through the tips that we are going to share to be able to position yourself for that job. Another reason that an employer would keep to choose a job private is because of employee referrals. There are companies that are already having well-structured employee referral programs, and the reason why employers prefer candidates who are referred by their own employees, because they already know their employees and these employees already know the candidates, and now it gives them a level of confidence in the candidates that are referred by their employees. So with all that, then how do you position yourself to successfully navigate the hidden job market, which is there's a research that when I was actually doing my research, I learned that over 70% of jobs fall within this space. I know you're wondering already, you're seeing so many jobs online, and 70% of jobs that people really get still fall into this category. And job search is already daunting, and you could be wondering why someone is hiding jobs. So I'm going to take you through this process of how you can navigate this hidden job market successfully. So tip number 1 is to network effectively. So networking really is, a successful networking is building meaningful relationships. So first, begin by identifying the companies that you like to work with and create meaningful connection with the people that are in that organization. So nowadays we are privileged to be in an era where this information is accessible everywhere. If you identify a company and you know the job that you want, you can even find your line manager to be, or the line manager of that job, in platforms like LinkedIn. So get to know these people, the people in this organization, get to interact with them, and there are higher chances that if they have an opportunity that is not advertised within their company and an opportunity where you qualify, they will probably reach out to you. So again, by networking correctly, you're able to link up with the key decision makers, and this could be maybe the hiring manager of this job, this could be the segment heads in that company, this could be maybe the HR, the recruiters within that company. So if you're able to interact with these people, network effectively, demonstrate your value, also give them value, then they're able to always have you at the top of their mind whenever an opportunity that is not put to the eyes of the public falls vacant within their organizations. The next tip is to craft a very strong digital footprint. So at this point, guys, you need to utilize and make good use of your social media platforms. And let me give a good example. This is where now the bit of branding comes in. And if you're branding, I made a video on how to leverage personal branding to help you get or position yourself better for job opportunities. So like in this point, for example, let's pick an example of a professional site like LinkedIn. So if you want to create a strong social media presence on LinkedIn, then you're going to have to be posting content or creating content that align to what you're looking for. Remember, in the first point, we say that you're identifying jobs that you want, identifying the companies that you want to work in, and networking effectively with the key decision makers in that industry or in that company. So in making good use of your social media, then you're going to begin to post content or to create content or to have conversations that are aligned to what you want to be identified for. If you say you're a digital marketer or if you're a social media manager, then you got to have to post content that is in line with that, so that constantly and consistently you're able to bring out that social media marketing skill in you to be able to attract the key decision makers in the space that you've identified. So by building a strong social media or a strong digital footprint, you're able to enhance your visibility. So you'll be visible to these key decision makers, you'll be visible to the recruiters who are maybe having these jobs, and you'll be visible to the people that you want to attract. The next point is volunteering. So sometimes one of the best ways to get into an organization is to get in as a volunteer. And I'll tell you for sure, if you are a volunteer, you've been working for that organization, and a job, an opportunity comes up that is not advertised, you stand higher chances to be picked because they've already learned your skills, they've already known your potential, and really if they already have the person they're looking for, what is even the need of going outside to advertise a job? So volunteering is key. It doesn't matter sometimes at what level you're volunteering. You need to seek out those opportunities to volunteer, because most companies have opportunities to volunteer, looking for people to help them maybe in seasonal projects. And you can constantly seek out to get those opportunities to volunteer. So you'll be the first person to get to know about these opportunities when they fall vacant. The next step is cold pitching. So just in simple terms, cold pitching is contacting people who do not know you to express your interest. And in this topic, it is very key, in this point, it is very key to get a clear distinction between cold pitching and spamming, because I find most people abusing this technique by sending people messages that do not, someone even sees them and begin to wonder, really, is this even a professional? So you need to be strategic. Being strategic is the key. You've identified the people you want to connect to. You've identified the people within the industry that you want to get into. So you need to craft very tailored communication, displaying your skills, and also showing these people how you will be able to add value. And also, as you craft this message, you need to communicate to them what is it that you like about them, what is it that you like about the company that attracts you to that company. So you need to be speaking about the values of the company, the wins of the company. Of course, that information, you can always get it in the website. That includes recent positive news about the company, what they've been able to achieve in the recent period. So you can reach out to people in different platforms, send emails, maybe LinkedIn DMs. That is what is called cold pitching, but you cold pitch strategically. The next one is to attend job fairs, whether virtual or physical. The best way to meet key decision makers is to actually get them where they are. So job fairs, usually you get companies come to job fairs, especially maybe a typical example is when companies are doing graduate trainee programs or mass recruitment programs. They usually attend job fairs. So if you are able to attend those job fairs, and when you're in those job fairs, remember that first point of effective networking, that does not only that you do not just get to a key decision maker or get to the person you want to speak to in a way that will really not be pleasant to them. So get to job fairs, and in these job fairs you're able to get to connect with the key decision makers. You're able to get to know the opportunities within those organizations that are not advertised, and you're able to also sell yourself by telling them what you can do, by sharing your experience, sharing the value that you can add to the organization, and the solution that you can bring to the current problems that they are facing as an organization. The next point, guys, which is very important, and I don't think most people really take it important, is maintain or be in an alumni association. I want you to look back maybe from a primary school, junior school, to secondary school, to college, the number of people that you were with. And today, if you could just begin to trace where those people are, you'll be surprised that some of them are now key decision makers. Some of them are CEOs, some of them are maybe recruiters, some of them are head of HR somewhere, some of them are in organization where, everyone is, at least each and every one of them is somewhere. So if you keep this alumni groups, if you keep these alumni networks, your previous colleagues, these are maybe who are your friends that you lost touch, those people who know you have a personal connection, they could actually be the best people to refer you to a job. So how many of you maybe, or how many of your high school or your campus friends are you in touch with? Do you attend the alumni meetings or alumni groups? Are you in those groups, or the alumni meetings that usually happens back in college? Do you attend them? So it's really a good strategy that I've also seen work, keeping an alumni network by keeping in touch with your previous classmates who are now somewhere and could possibly refer you to jobs within their organizations. The last point for this video, guys, is to leverage on recruitment firms. So even though sometimes the hidden job market, these jobs might not go to the recruiters, but remember, these recruiters have networks. They work with those companies. And even though sometimes these job opportunities might not reach them formally, but maybe a line manager in an informal conversation can easily tell them that, by the way, I'm intending to hire for this role. So in most cases, you realize they have this information. And even if the company fails to get a resource internally, they will be the first people to know. The recruiters will be the first people to know. So you can leverage on this and take advantage of their rich network. They have that information, and really they'll be able to mention to you, or they'll be able to reach out to you should the clients that they'd worked with previously have opportunities where you will be a good fit. So one of the most important things, guys, for the hidden job market is that it is not competitive. Because you remember, you know, when jobs are posted today, when employers post out opportunities, they receive close to even more than 200 applications. So you can imagine there's a job somewhere that nobody knows about it. That means nobody is probably applying. So then it is not even competitive. So you have a higher chance of being able to get this job. You have a higher chance of success as compared to the jobs that are everywhere, that every person will want to apply. So they're not competitive. You'll be getting into them is so easy. And another thing is that, especially if you're referred, you have higher chances. Another benefit is that because it is you who really got a chance to sell yourself to the key decision makers or to the employer, the recruiter, you are able to really speak more about your value, sell yourself more before even a formal interview process. So thank you so much for watching. We have come to the end of this video. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please remember to subscribe. And as always, I would like to hear more topics that you'll want me to share in my next video in the comment section. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one.